to the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Hey, let's go. Shoot.
Shoot. Ready.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And some space here. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 77 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Mike, exit. You go tight.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he finds Parker here, complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And now it's 2nd down.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early... break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And here's Allen throwing again. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you work.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. It's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, orbit.
52's the mic. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
Defense.
To throw on 2nd down, Purdy. Flushed out right, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Check.
Five. Yo, go.
And let's get this.
To throw on 3rd down, Purdy. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
52.
Now.
By 52. There's a party now.
Hey, Zoo.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Come for you.
Zoo.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Breida. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Allen looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Go, go, go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Yeah.
2nd and 13. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Check.
On first down, here's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Dietrich Wise Jr. drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
General West.
Ready?
On first down, Purdy. And it's caught off the deflection. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
He's going to field this at the 4. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
49, check 49.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now. Allen, that's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here's Allen to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Sanders' kick is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Looking to throw on second down. Purdy nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
52. You ain't giving him nothing. Look at me. Zipper. Bravo. Check that. We're on Mike 52.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing on first down. Purdy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go. Hey. Right up.
Throwing after the interception. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Kill.
Yep.
Hey, alert three.
Shoot.
On second down, McCaffrey. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Hey, Haywood.
On third down, Purdy. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Open man, it's Preston Williams. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got his man, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got it to Hearns. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Allen again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Allen to throw once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
And 9 yards to go.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. To the air, Allen. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki in the finals. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, so here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Hey, we got 5.
To throw again, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so
something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
52, I got one. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Right here. That's what I do.
Hey, Alpha.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 is the mic.
To
throw on 3rd down. Purdy. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing now is Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Allen. With Kidder here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before we get a good head of steam going.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Breida. And he is not going to get through here on try number one. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Purdy, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, Purdy. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Gonna throw and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Carlton Davis picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On first and 10, Purdy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Bucs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Purdy. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you have to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 2nd and goal. Allen to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, exit.
Let's go. Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two.
Hey.
Check tight.
Hey, Charlie. 52. Step.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Purdy. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Ready.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. It's complete to Chris Conley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Purdy. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. On 1st down, Purdy felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Go. Shoot.
Back to throw. Purdy. That's caught by Howard. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 41 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Purdy. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Emmanuel Agba has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd down. Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Ready?
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. You.
Hey, go.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
General West.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. From the gun, Purdy. They finds Howard complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Push him back.
To throw again. Purdy. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard, 76 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't